Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Draconius Go. A brand new update has just dropped. It doesn't need to be downloaded. All the changes are already made. Now, these changes are awesome and really annoying. It's just a massive mixed bag. And I was just watching Training Tips video, and one of the things people are asking for is communication. You know, why do you make all these updates and hide what's in, wait for everybody to data mine and search it before, when you could just tell them all the changes, because you're making them as you make them. Just make a list. Draconius Go have made the list. They've literally just taken every single change they've done, wrote it down in a nice little letter and sent it to us in an email. Thank you very much, Ellie Land, so much better. So they've named it I Want to Know Everything, like, for sure. There are 66 changes in this, and there are probably some other ones that people have also noticed that they're unintentional. The first one is an egg glitch, by the way. They don't seem to be walking. I'm sure they're straight on that, trying to fix it. But apparently people have been trying to walk eggs and it just hasn't been clocking kilometers. So let's go from them 1 to 66. Number 1, a Silver and Golden League player can place 2 creatures in an arena or a library, 3 creatures if they have the artifact that allows you to put an extra creature in. So you can go up to a gym and you can put 2 creatures in instead. And you'll probably get the coins for that as well. So you'll only need to put 2 in 5 gyms or 5 arenas. The 24-hour timer for the remote placing artifact is activated when the first charge is used. Remote placing when the first charge is used. So that's the remote placing artifact that you get. So it's activated when the first charge is used. Okay, so it's not on a time-based thing. It's when the first one's used, then it counts down 24 hours. After the retraining of attack, creatures come back from libraries dead. After retraining of attack, creatures come back from libraries dead. Okay, they changed it so they no longer come back from the library dead. Next, the amount of taxes from arenas has been changed. So the coins and essence, you now go from 500 essence per one in arena to 800 essence. So that's going to be good when you're trying to evolve creatures, power them up. Then also the coins have been reduced from 7 plus 3 for the weekly bonus to 6 plus 1 for the weekly bonus. So they've reduced the amount of coins we get, which is kind of annoying. You can only think that it's probably come from the fact that people aren't spending enough, and they want to encourage more people to spend for things in the actually pay for items rather than get them for free from them. So that's kind of annoying. I think that's going to anger a few people. They put the double ring artifacts now cheaper. It's gone from 5,000 coins to 3,000 coins, so making it a little bit more worth it potentially. But when you combine that with the reduction of coins that you get, it's kind of just a bit of a balance rather than, it doesn't make it any much better, I don't think. High level players can be attacked only by rare and strong monsters now, so when we're getting attacked in the wild, you're only going to be getting those rare and strong monsters, not some really weak, crappy ones that you can beat very easily. Generating of creatures when a lure or travel element used works correctly now. So it was actually like spawning 3. Somebody actually found a glitch which you log out and then log back in, and it's 4 spawn on top of it. So they fixed that, so it's 1 every 3 minutes. The criterion of generating creatures with stats 5/5 has changed. There will be more 5/5 stats, so check your creatures. Some of your 4/5s might now be 5/5s because they've changed how I imagine the rounding up of that. Dragon Sight works only in the world where it's activated, which is kind of annoying. So you used to be able to go to a rift, activate it, get all the treasures there, come out and then get all the treasures in the normal world. They've changed that. You can only use that in one side of it now. Number 11, there will be more chests in the Rift of Arcana, and there will be until the rift disappears, so they'll stay there. So if you go in there and somebody finds it, you could potentially go to the same location 2 hours later and get it, which is pretty good for, if you live locally and you've got a group there and you're saying, oh, by the way, artifact by the tree, in the big oak tree, go there, that's where one is, so you can kind of you don't have to worry about time for that. So more, I think they've balanced it. If you can't use Dragon's Eyesight in both, but they've increased the treasures in the Rift of Arcana. Generating, we're on number 12 now. So the buff from a chest is the same for all players who opened it, buff from a chest is the same for more players who have... Okay, so it used to be random. It must be now that if you go to a chest and you get buff from it, somebody else can use that same one and get the same buff. Number 13, the frequency of receiving 10k and 10 hour eggs has increased, so we're going to be now more likely to get them. I imagine that just applies to normal Pilot Pillar of Abundance spins and not actually enchanted spins. Number 14, the owning of an altar has to put a rune. The owner of an altar has to put a rune in to get the effect of a spell. So now everybody has to. So it used to be that the owner of who put the altar there didn't have to put a rune in to have the spell activated. Now they do. Again, a little bit annoying, but if you're sharing runes, it's still going to be as cost effective. Just the owner has to put a rune in to help the spell out. Number 15. This one kills me. The long hand spell, I can show you this one. It's been reduced from 30% to 27%, which is so annoying because I now cannot reach this pillar when at 30% I could. So it's made a massive difference to my game. And it's now 4 days, and it's a pretty expensive one to cast. And now, 2 purples, 2 reds, and 2 greens. It's active for 4 days, which is good. 7 days was quite long. When I got that, I was like, that's pretty damn good. So I'm not too bummed about that, but it's going to be harder to actually cast that on the regular. Number 16. The treasure map chooses a place with roads and buildings. There will be no maps with water or forest. Yes. Number 17, the place of treasure is the same for players of Silver and Golden League if they take the first fragment in one obelisk at the same time. So the place of the treasure in the Golden Egg Hunt is the same for players of the Silver and Golden League if they take the first fragment in one obelisk at the same time. So as we kind of thought it worked, but you have to be in Silver and Golden League for that to work. So if you're in different leagues, that's why you might get somebody getting a different map and the treasure in a different place. The quest with a chain of pillars has a less predictable route now. Don't know if that's good. It's the hardest vision there is when you get a 31, believe me. The amount of XP required from level 22 has increased to 31, and it's increased quite a lot. We've got the leveling is like almost 100 XP, 100,000 XP on every single one. And if like me, you've been waiting to do your evolves, it's kind of annoying because I wish I did them now before. From 25 to 31, there's together there must be 500,000. You can actually find this out if you search Reddit Draconius Go changes. Probably gonna get the Draconius Go up. Best true items. I actually had it on my Facebook with all the changes. Draconius Go changes. So I didn't put all of them in it because it didn't give us the specifics on the 1.2 changes are as follows. So bloody hell, Draconius Go Hub they've already transferred their email into onto their page. So you can go to Draconius Go Hub, which is a really good source. Update sources. Here we go. Yep, so we can get the exact XP changes here. Big shout out to whoever created this. We're gonna find out in 3, 2, 1. Safanas. Big shout out to this guy. Has been combining all the evidence. Wow, 20 to 21, 50k to 100k, 21 to 22, 75k to 100k, 22 to 23, 100k to 130k, 23 to 24, 125 to 170, 124 to 25 was 150k, now it's 200. And it just increases an extra 50k, an extra 80k, an extra 250k from 27 to 28, an extra 3,000 kilometers experience from 28 to 29, an extra 400,000 to level 30, and an extra 50,000. So massive difference between that 26 to 20 to 30, which is the gap at which I am now working towards. It's interesting when they changed it. Maybe they just wanted it to last a bit longer for those people were getting there pretty quickly. You know, I'm not too far away from 30 myself, but that's that change. We've got to deal with it. That's what it is going to be now on. So next up, let's talk about number 21. When working in the background mode, the application uses less of the battery. That's pretty cool. We've improved the situation which denied access to GPS. That's good for anybody who are having problems with that. The application blocks automatic screen saving mode when activated. We've improved the process of purchasing with unstable internet connection. Okay, so probably there was a problem with unstable connection. You cannot buy the same artifact twice. Boom. Yes, thank you guys for putting that there. Very small change, but a big change for some people who have bought it twice accidentally. We've made it temporarily impossible to remove an artifact. So until the compensation for removal is introduced. Impossible to remove an artifact. Okay. We've improved switching between game screens via the back button. We fixed the bug of closing a creature's window after refusing to upgrade and evolve it. We fixed the button of closing it. Oh yeah, because that was happening. I just hit my X. You'd go into a creature and you'd do something, and then you'd hit X and it wouldn't work. So thank you for that fix. They've been on it and they've done it. They've fixed the bug with double deletion of items from the bag with unstable internet connection, so that's pretty annoying. We fixed the issue of repeated notification about entering a new league. I don't know who was on that, I wasn't. Information in some windows are updated correctly after the player's actions, so in the bag after deletion, in the creature storage after renaming. We've corrected some errors in the text of some notifications. Okay, so there's some error in text, minor text fixes. They've actually told us what they are. The charged attack of an opponent will no longer be transferred from a dead creature to the next one, which was that was happening in some of my battles, which kind of sometimes was paying off in the favour of me. An opponent's creature will turn towards the player's creature before using a charged attack. Okay. We've improved processing of players' actions in battle. Now the creature will respond to the player commands a bit better. Nice. We made it impossible to avoid damage by changing the creature. Okay, I don't know what that means. It's made it impossible to avoid damage by changing the creature. That little fix that I was doing, where you change the creature and you avoid the charge attacks. So they've changed that. So good, well done, guys. We fixed the bug of the creature's image in battle. Okay. We've deleted the incorrect message about wanting to surrender when the battle timer ends. Yes. Mismatch of creature life reserve during and after battle is fixed. The errors with the incorrect displaying of CP on arenas is excluded. The possibility to fight creatures who don't defend arenas is excluded. The timer of ending of additional jewels on jewels, screen is added. The possibility to count down as battle as lost. The possibility to counter battle as lost if player has won is excluded. The error with taking one more jewel from the jewels limit if the fight button was pressed twice is fixed. Some real minor fixes here. The error with my phone's dead, so we're just going to read through it. The sorting by the bestiary number is added, which a lot of people have been asking for. Thank you, Eliland, for that. The element of the current day, a really big update. It's really nice change. You now can look at your pheromones and it will tell you the day of the week. Like if you look at it now, it'll say it's dungeon day, which is Arcana type. The algorithm of choosing a random element for pheromones is in the weekend is improved. Okay, so potentially more random. Creatures who were attracted by pheromones or lures now spawn on a more comfortable distance. Models and animations of some creatures were improved. That's better. We've got a nice little chariot visit in the middle there instead. So, number we are on. We are on sorting by the bestiary number is added and pheromones, algorithm pheromones. Creatures who are attracted by pheromones will now spawn on a more comfortable distance, so not as far away from you, making it easier to catch them maybe somewhere out of range. Models and animations of some creatures were improved. So if you now look at the Philo, into Deo, into Yogi. Yogi has now been changed. They've done a little work on him. He looks pretty cool, so be sure to check that out. The colour of the circle on a creature during catching displays the catching chance more precisely. Okay, so the catching has been improved in that way. We fixed the bug when you lost several spheres when making one throw to catch a creature. Okay, I wasn't really affected by that bug, but that's fixed. We've improved the processing of other buildings, blocking the installation of an altar. So they were preventing you from being able to install one. We've improved the processing of players' actions in an altar with an insufficient number of runes. So if you don't have enough, the altar displays automatically after a spell has been cast. So it all disappears. Thank you, that's really good. It was getting kind of annoying just having to remove it because it's in the way sometimes. The timer of changing a quest can be seen in the quest screen without the obelisk. This is a really nice update. The amount of times I've gone to an obelisk on that day and be like, I've got like an hour left. It's frustrating, so fixed that, very nice. We fixed the issue with players receiving the same quests from one obelisk. I didn't mind that. It was kind of because like you could go with somebody else and you can get the same one, and then you're both doing a fire one. You both put up a fire thingy if you need them. Makes it easier. Fire tower. What else have we got? The ultimate explosive runner. We fixed the issue with players receiving the same quest. We fixed the bug with players finding different treasure maps when they received the first fragment from the same obelisk at the same time. Oh, nice! So that was a bug. They've actually made it so it is the same. So they're really supporting that kind of doing it together, hunting down your golden eggs, saving shovels. Thank you guys, really appreciate that. That's a really nice touch. We fixed the bug with the broken treasure map in some places of the planet. Okay. The quest with the chain of pillars is not influenced by a player's actions in the Rift of Arcana. Okay, so you can still go into the Rift of Arcana and still spin pillars whilst you've got that activated, and it won't affect it. That's good. We fixed the issue when the Mother of Dragons was counted twice in a quest, when you entered the Rift for the second time, or when she was not there. Fixed the issue when it was counted twice in a quest. Okay. We've improved the algorithm of choosing a reward for a quest, depending on the state of timers of collecting taxes from arenas and retraining creatures in library. We've improved the algorithm of choosing a reward for a quest, depending on the state of the timers of Oh, brilliant! Thank you. This is massive. I would get the you would get the quest that's like have 8 libraries, and you've just hit the retrain button, so you've got to wait 3 days before you can do that quest. So you wasted a day on it. Thank you for that. Really good. We've decreased the frequency of receiving an incorrect message about moving too fast. Yes. We've improved the player's interaction with creatures and buildings when moving fast. Now, there are some hidden changes then. Still, improve the player's interaction with creatures moving too fast. Right. So this is what they've found on Reddit, things that are different. So they're giving specific on the arenas that we've just gone through. Some of these got changed to from 5.4 to 4.5 to 5.5. We know that. Players feel the egg distance isn't working yet, so they need to fix that. Speed cap for spinning Pillars of Abundance got raised up to 40 kilometers. You can now go by on a bike, in a car, as a passenger, and you can spin that Pillar of Abundance. That's amazing. PvP creatures enter with the correct health. They've got the towers have now been nerfed pretty hard. They now only give 1 creature per minute. Before it was 4 creatures every 3 minutes. Creatures in the Rift doesn't occasionally respawn every hour anymore, and players from 15 plus can add 2 creatures. So we already know that. Then we've got an edit that gives us the specs of all the changes in XP needed from 20 to 31. Screen of death before creature runs away has been fixed. Creatures rename instant changes. What else have they got? High level players. A treasure will be hidden in the same place for Silver and Golden League players if they took the first fragment from it. So we already know that, but they've fixed that. They've picked that out. Speed cap for spawn catch elementals has risen to 27 kilometers. That's big. They've been on it to find out that very quickly. There'll be more chests in the Rift of Arcana, we know that. The rune colour of green has been changed to emerald, and you can no longer share the rune shape. It no longer shares the rune shape with the grey ones. So they changed that, just made it a little bit brighter. Discarding items, hopefully no accidental removing of shovels. Yep, Yogi's changed. Now has no longer has a long tail but a double shaped tail instead. And that is it. A huge update. a huge update with I think also by the way the changes have been made to Scylla. I can't check on my phone because it's running out of battery. If I've seen a picture, if somebody sent me a picture of Scylla being increased from like 15,000 to 2,100, so a big increase. So your Scylla, your Earth type, is now a lot stronger as they promised. So a huge update. 1.2 update is massive, and it's all laid bare for us to see what's in it, so we don't need to massively research, even though people clearly have done that. Sorry guys. Thank you, Land. Okay, well, that's all for this video. Let me know what you think about these updates. Are they really good? Some of them are bad and some of them are good. It's a mixed bag. But which ones are you really not happy about, and which ones are you? And which updates would you like to see in the future? What changes? Is there anything else they need to fix? Because they're on it. They're listening to our community about what we want from this game. Okay, that's all for this video. See you soon.